The time now, it's 11 o'clock on this Saturday night, June 21st, 2014 on a Saturday night. Time now for the Water Magician PJ Wiggins, the late night report. Saturday night, June 21st, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our current conditions at 11 o'clock in North Massachusetts got a temperature 63 degrees with broken clouds, humidity 67%, wind speed 3 miles per hour to the southeast, with a 52 degrees at a visibility of 10 miles.
This is WCVB News Center 5.
Let's take a look at our radar scope and it shows.
We begin with breaking news from the Back Bay. A multi-car accident on Beacon Street. Boston police.
Couple of inches of rain showers rain down in East Maine near Callison, searching down for southwestern New Brunswick here.
Injuries as well.
Couple of inches of rain showers at central portions of Nova Scotia and rain showers at western and eastern portions of Prince Edward Island. Couple of spotty rain showers around the central West Virginia and central Virginia, and some showers of storms from central eastern portions of North Carolina and down for the coastal South Carolina, and batches of rain showers in southern Georgia and down for northeastern and central portions of Florida. Line of rain showers and storms from central, north central Mississippi down over to Alabama, down for Georgia and western North Carolina. Batches of rain showers from central and eastern Missouri, searching Illinois, and down for Indiana, and down for southwestern and north central portions of Michigan and eastern portions of UP and Michigan.
Just came out to update us. They tell us.
And some rain showers in several portions of New Mexico, batches of rain showers and storms from eastern portions of Colorado and of western Kansas and for western Nebraska and for western South Dakota, batches of showers of storms from central and eastern portions of South Dakota and for western Minnesota, and some spotty rain showers of western, northwestern Carolina and for eastern Utah and up in Wyoming and southern Montana and for eastern and central portions of Idaho down for southeastern and southern central portions of Oregon and western and northwestern portions of Nevada. Some spotty showers and storms from central southeastern portions of Manitoba to western Ontario, stretching down for Saskatchewan and eastern Alberta.
Pronounced dead. Currently in critical condition. There are 2 more injuries. Those
Round Oak, Georgia, good evening. 79 degrees with clear skies here.
I believe those injuries are non-life threatening. Reporting live on Beacon Street here in Boston, Julie Lonchak, WC.
Alright, let's take a look at that. A little beard in it shows.
A year after his murder, the family of Odin Lloyd.
Batches coming in close to
A block party.
New England, searching out coming to Metro Atlantic, Canada, and a couple of batches of clouds from the Midland and southeastern states and out of the Gulf states, and a couple of Metro Texas and Mexico, stretching it up and down through Arkansas and eastern Missouri, down through Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, up in Michigan and up in UP, Michigan, and a batch of clouds cover western Minnesota, down for the Dakotas, and for the Plains states, stretching up to the Rockies, and up in the eastern Washington, Oregon, and a couple of batches of clouds covered in western British Columbia and down through eastern Alberta and Saskatchewan and Manitoba down for western portions of Ontario. Alright, let's take a look at the map situation here. Cold front stretching from north central Mexico, stretching in eastern New Mexico, and a warm front from eastern Colorado, stretching in Nebraska, and a cold front from southern Iowa down from western Wisconsin, and a warm front from central Wisconsin down from Michigan down from north central Ontario. And another cold front from southern Idaho, stretching in Wyoming and for the Dakotas, and a warm front from southern Manitoba down for southwestern Ontario, and a cold front from southeastern British Columbia down for southern Alberta down for Saskatchewan. Here we got a station front from North Carolina at the sea, and followed by from northeastern Pennsylvania down to the eastern New York up to the northern New England and then western New Brunswick, and a front by from coastal South Carolina down for Georgia, and we got a front by through California. Low pressure in southern California, southeastern California, southern Colorado, and western North Carolina and Saskatchewan. And we got a high pressure in the Gulf of Mexico. 64 degrees temperature in Boston, 72 in Washington D.C., 74 in Atlanta, 80 in Miami, 83 in Brownsville, 84 in Dallas, Texas, 81 in Kansas City, 68 in Chicago, 77 in Minneapolis, 68 in Great Falls, Montana, 70 in Seattle, 61 in San Francisco, 69 in Los Angeles, 86 in Salt Lake City, Utah, 72 in Denver, 91 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Current conditions around the region, we got 64 degrees temperature in Boston, 16 in Pittsburgh, 57 in Bedford, 56 in Beverly, 60 in Gloucester, 62 in Cape Cod Bay, 60 in Harvard, 65 in Taunton, 62 in Bedford, 63 in Plymouth, Provincetown, 61 in Falmouth, 60 in Chatham, 55 in Montreux, 58 in Nantucket, 62 in Cape Cod Bay, 61 in Block Island, 60 in Wesley, 55 in Woonsocket, 63 in Worcester, 57 in Sturbridge, 62 in Webster, 64 in Milford, 60 in Springfield, 61 in Amherst, 60 in Greenfield, 55 in Pittsfield, 54 in Northam, 63 in Albany, 53 in Bennington, Vermont, 57 in Brattleboro, Vermont. Hit 55 in Keene, New Hampshire, 58 in Concord, New Hampshire, 53 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 63 in Nashua, New Hampshire, 62 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 64 in New Hampshire Bay, 62 in Windsor, 66 in Hartford, 60 in Meriden, 63 in Waterbury, 64 in New Haven, Danbury, 68 in Bridgeport, hit 64 in New Haven, hit 66 in Long Island Sound. It is 65 degrees in New York City. It's 64 in Islip and 63 in Montauk. Alright, let's take a look at our current conditions around the region. Oh, okay, let's take a look at our forecast discussion. Periods of rain and thunderstorms for the Southern United States and milder temperatures for the Northeast United States and Middle United States and dry weather pattern for the West Coast. Our relatively zonal full pattern aloft will allow for the progressive weather systems across the continental United States and the continental boundary. Associated across the Great Plains and then up in Midwest will be the primary force and for multiple rounds of showers and storms when some of these will be oversaturated grounds, so there will be only exacerbated ongoing flooded issues. Air mass type thunderstorms will likely to develop during across Texas and the deep south will likely be a hot and humid environment in place. Across the east coast, a cold front moving slowly towards the south has delivered cooler weather for the northeast of the northern middle of the states. By Saturday afternoon, Sunday, most of the east coast states from North Carolina northward to the Eastern Valley will enjoy quality air mass by late June standards with highs of the 70s and north to mid 80s south. Longhorn tolerable with humidity levels. So it's dry warm weather expected for the west coast at the beginning of the next week. And let's take a look at our forecast discussion in New England here. High pressure will maintain dry and pleasant weather in the summertime. Fight the early week with a gradual increase in temperatures and humidity. A cold front may bring a few showers of thunderstorms next Wednesday and Thursday. Performing dry and seasonal weather returns late next week. Near term forecast until 6 a.m. Sunday morning. One large patch of clouds over Rhode Island and southeast Massachusetts moving southeast and should clear the coast shortly after midnight. Other patchy clouds also be moving southeast across the region and turn down sky cover will be toward mostly clear skies after midnight. State breeze winds will still burn along the south coast but seem to be breaking down. Expect that trend to continue overnight as most 10 p.m. temperatures were 1 and 2 to 3 degrees colder in the forecast. We have adjusted minimum temperatures colder by an amount. And we got, let's take a look at our tropic, shall we please? As shower and thunderstorm activity has diminished in association with a weak area of low pressure located about 250 miles east of Jacksonville, Florida. As environmental conditions are expected to remain unfavorable development in the low X-rates northeastward away from the United States coast. Formation chance for 40 hours, low near 0%. And formation chance for 5 days, low 0%. And in the Eastern Pacific, here. Showers and thunderstorms remain disorganized and associated with a weak area of low pressure located about 550 miles southwest of Manzanillo, Mexico. Upper level winds are becoming increasingly unfavorable for tropical cyclone formation, and any development of this system is expected to be slow to occur when it moves northward at around 10 miles per hour. Formation chance for 40 hours, low 20%, and formation chance for 5 days, low 20%. And let us take a look at our for Sunday, afternoon clouds to western inland, some sea breezes near the coast, and Monday plain sunshine, sea breezes near the coast. Alright, let's take a look at our look outside and shows another beautiful night on tap. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. While you're sleeping in the overnight hours of tonight, we are going to say most of the clear skies, low 47 degrees, southward about 6 miles per hour, covered after midnight. For Sunday, most of the sun skies 91 degrees, northward about 3 miles to 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, patch of fog after 5 a.m. Otherwise, most of the clear skies, low 52 degrees, lighter variable wind. Monday, patch of fog before 8 a.m. Otherwise, sun skies 81 degrees, and calm maybe cover southward at 6 miles per hour. Afternoon, Monday night, most of the clear skies, low 58 degrees, southward about 5 to 8 miles per hour. Tuesday, most of the sun skies 83 degrees. Tuesday night, podcast skies, low 64 degrees. Wednesday, chance of showers, parts of the skies at 82 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. Wednesday night, chance of showers, most skies got low 66 degrees, chance of precipitation 40%. Thursday, parts of the skies at 82 degrees. Thursday night, most skies got low 62 degrees. Friday, chance of showers, parts of the skies at 80 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. Friday night, podcast count on 62 degrees for Saturday. Chester Shaw's, Put the Sense count on 81 degrees. Church participation 30%. Peters, what a phrase of the day. Another winner in tap and a Sunday spectacular day on tap. Alright, let's take a look at our traffic outlook at 11:10, 10 minutes after 11 and shows smooth sailing the highways and byways of eastern Massachusetts. That's the page you will see of a good night with a good positive to be. See you tomorrow morning. Good night.